So let's go ahead and settle into our chakra coloring page. And I invite you to take your coloring tools that you may have available and start coloring as we're listening to some meditation music. Okay, everybody. Now we're going to go into the next screen. For your chakras document, where I'm going to ask you to write the names of the chakras on one side of your page. And give me a thumbs up when you're done. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide, which will these are called what I call the chakra statements. These statements on the right-hand side of the page give you an idea of how that chakra impacts you and your well-being. So that root chakra is all about I am, like claiming your space in the world, being grounded to the earth's energy. That is all about the root. Your sacral chakra is really your your emotional center and your well-being, with creativity and sensuality and sexuality. And your solar plexus, that for me is what I call my true north, my power center. That is where I take action out into the world. It's coming from my solar plexus. My heart chakra, it's all about love. I am love. I give love. It's that heart connection to everything and everyone around us. And my throat chakra, I speak. I own my truth. I share my truth. I communicate clearly and effortlessly in the world around me. And the third eye is all about seeing. Remember in the book, My Body is a Rainbow, we learned about how that third eye is the eye that looks inward while the other two eyes look outward. And that chakra is the one that helps us see things that our other two eyes can't see, like energy and thoughts and dreams and awareness that the other two eyes are unable to help us with. And then your third, your crown chakra is all about your connection to all that is and your connection to spirit and source energy. So is everybody set with writing down your chakra statements? Okay, beautiful. So at this point in time, I would like to know if you have your chakra stones from your chakra stone box. Oh, geez, I can't talk. Do you have your chakra stones in the little black bag that came in your box? All right. So inside that little bag is a piece of paper that gives you the name of each stone and which chakra it is aligned with or associated with. And it should be fairly easy because we are dealing with colored stones that are the same colors as the chakras that they are associated with. So if you would be willing to take your chakra stones out of the bag and see if you can align them on the correct chakras on your coloring page. You should have a red jasper on your root chakra, a carnelian for your sacral chakra, a citrine for your solar plexus, green aventurine for the heart chakra, blue quartz for your throat chakra, sodalite for your third eye chakra, and amethyst for your crown chakra. Hang on, I'm going to spotlight you so I can see which one you're holding up. Hang on, spotlight. Citrine is the one that's in your left hand, and I think that's blue. Is that blue? Does your piece of paper say blue lace agate, or does it say blue quartz? Okay, blue lace agate is the throat chakra. Wait, you're unmute, Debbie. I can't hear you.
Okay. Okay, I also have this piece that's blue.
Okay, that's sodalite. And your right hand is sodalite. That would go for the third eye chakra.
Okay.
And the one in your, yep, that one now in your right hand is blue lace agate for your throat chakra.
Okay.
And the other one you have is citrine for your solar plexus.
Okay.
Okay.
And is this red jasper?
Hold up the other one so I can see. Yes, red jasper is the one in your left hand, and carnelian is the one in your right hand.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And how are you doing with yours, Marie?
Yeah, I got them all.
You got them all. Okay. All right. So I want you to just kind of pay attention to those stones for a minute, because they're going to play a significant part in our next exercise that we're going to be doing. And what I'd like for you to, all right, hang on here. I really need Ruth to be able to see this. So I'm like letting go of Evergreen for this one and using this recording. So it's important that Ruth hears all of this and that we are communicating about this as well as a class. So in this next portion of our class, we're going to start learning how to work with those gemstones to open any blockages that exist in any of our chakras. So if we were together in the same room, we would be working with pendulums, actually working with each other as if we were like on a massage table or on a couch or just laying on a yoga mat on the floor or something. And we're not able to do that because we're doing this on Zoom. So what we're going to do is work with each other remotely. You've heard energy workers say that they can work remotely with clients, like Reiki healers. The energy work is something that can be done remotely, almost no matter what modality it is, because it's all about quantum physics. And what we're going to do is learn how to work with each other remotely. So for right now, we're going to kind of you can just move that piece of paper with the stones on it over to the side. And I would like for you to take your pendulum out of your box. So I have a pendulum here. That's a quartz crystal. And do you both have your pendulums there with you? Okay, perfect. Have either of you worked with pendulums before?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to go through the the example that I use when I'm teaching people how to use a pendulum. It sounds like you already know, but for any other student's sake, I'm going to go through this exercise, and maybe you'll learn something too, even if you already know how to use them. So a pendulum is a way that we can bypass our logical brain, our logical thinking, and access our connection to source energy. So we're able to get out of our heads and start connecting to our intuition or our inner wisdom, and start understanding how to get yes and no answers to questions that may be baffling our logical mind. So when I use a pendulum, I like to, first of all, get my elbows on a desk, or if I'm sitting, I like to put my elbows on my knee, because I like to create a solid foundation for me to have my arms on, because sometimes it can be a challenge to get your pendulum to be quiet and still in your arms when you're first learning how to use them. At this point in time, I'm going to hold this a little lower so you can see it better. At this point in time, I just tell my pendulum to show me neutral, and it absolutely stops. It stops in place, show me neutral. And I am able to use it from that point on, knowing that I will get a very positive yes or no with my next question. So right now, what I'm going to do is ask my pendulum to show me what a yes is going to look like. And you can already see my pendulum is starting to move forward and back. My arms are not moving, but my pendulum, I'm going to exaggerate it so you can see it better. My pendulum is moving forward and back towards the computer screen and back to me. That's how my pendulum always communicates the answer yes to me. All right, so now I'm going to ask my pendulum to show me neutral again. And now I'm going to ask it, lower this so you can see my face. I'm going to ask it to show me, whoops, go back to neutral. Thank you. Show me what a no is going to look like. And when I ask my pendulum to show me what a no is going to look like, it starts moving back and forth in front of my body, kind of parallel to my body. I'm going to exaggerate so you can see it better. It goes back and forth like this. So for me, I have very clear answers, yes and no, with my pendulum. I want to also point out that there are other ways your pendulum can communicate with you. One is that the pendulum may start circling in a clockwise direction for yes or no, or it may start circling in a counterclockwise direction for either yes or no. So it's important that each person determines their method of communication with their pendulum, so they can move forward with confidence and know that when their pendulum moves in that way, they are getting a specific answer from it. So has everyone here been able to establish your yes and your no's with your pendulums? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to go into a really fun part of the class right now. I'm going to move my computer a little bit more. I want you to take your coloring page and lay it down in front of you. I'm going to tip my computer screen down so you can see. My page is directly in front of me on my desktop. Now, Marie, I'm going to ask you if I could use you as my demonstrator right now. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. So do I have permission to come into your energy center, your energy field, and start checking your chakras?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm going to use Marie as an example, and then I'm going to kind of back out of the picture and allow the two of you to work with each other, and I'll be here to support you if you need it. So what we're going to do, everybody, is take your pendulums. When it's time to do the exercise with each other, I'm doing it with Marie right now. I'm going to ask my pendulum to show me neutral over Marie's root chakra. And now I'm going to ask, is Marie's root chakra open? And I am getting a yes. Okay, thank you. And come back to neutral. You can see how my pendulum just absolutely slows down to nothing when I ask it to go back to neutral. Now I'm over Marie's sacral chakra. And I'm going to ask, is Marie's sacral chakra open? And I'm getting a yes. Okay, thank you. Go back to neutral. Okay, now I'm going to move to the solar plexus. Is Marie's solar plexus chakra open? I'm getting a, look how big that is. I'm getting a big no. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to align her chakras right now because I don't want to mess this up for Debbie to be working with Marie. But at this point in time, I would put the citrine, which is the stone for the solar plexus, right on this yellow dot. And I would keep moving. All of the stones that you have that are sitting on those chakra colors right now, those vibrate at the same frequency that the chakra vibrates at. So when you put one of these stones on one of the chakra dots that is representing, in this case, Marie's chakra, it's going to open it. You'll see the difference as we keep going. So what I would do is keep going through all of Marie's chakras like that. And when there is a chakra that's closed, I would put the stone on that chakra and then keep going and let that stone do its, work its magic, is what I like to say. And then after all of those chakras have been checked, I would come back to the solar plexus. I would take the citrine stone off, and then I would ask again, is Marie's solar plexus chakra open now? And of course, I'm still getting a no because I haven't done anything to open it yet. But after the stone has been there, 99% of the time, you will see the pendulum tell you that, yes, the chakra is open now. And the reason that is because the stone is working on a vibrational level energetically with the energy of that chakra. Now, if there's a reading after you've taken the stone off and checked the chakra, if there is still a reading of no, the chakra is not open, you can do one of two things. You can put the stone back on the chakra and leave it there and continue on, leave it for another minute. Or you can take your hand, which has little palm chakras in them. Our hands, our palms of our hands and the soles of our feet have little chakras in them as well. That's why you can feel so much energy when you've got your palms together like this. It's really easy to feel it. So what I like to do, I'll show you this again, is place my hand. I'm going to move this because I don't want to open Marie's solar plexus. Say I'm over the chakra coloring page now. I'm going to move my hand in a clockwise direction above the chakra. And that energy in my palm chakra is connecting even remotely with Marie's solar plexus chakra and is activating it remotely. So this is something that you can do with people in your home, or you can do it with each other. Even though you're in the same state, you're still separated by space and time. So let's have the two of you put your chakra pages in front of you. And then I'm gonna remove the spotlight off me. And does it matter which one of you goes first with your pendulum? Do you care?
I need to say something, I think.
Yes.
With my former teacher, I went through
Hang on.
oh, wait a minute.
I went to turn my volume up and I hit the mute button instead. So after you said I lost you. Go ahead, start again. Oh, now you're on mute, Debbie.
Yeah, there I go. Okay. I've been through a process with my former teacher to reduce my chakras down to 4.
Okay.
And so I don't know exactly what I would like is to check, and maybe it didn't work, and maybe I still have all 7 functioning, or because I've never had them checked since I went through that process. But I think before we do anything, I would like to see what comes up, and In other words, there's one chakra that you should find completely closed because it's not closed on purpose because that energy has been moved to another chakra. So, and two chakra. So I don't know. I might be confusing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Or I may not be.
Okay. So why don't go ahead, Marie?
Well, I have a suggestion. I like the idea of maybe Ava or Debbie finishing mine since we've already started, and then we go to Debbie. And I think Ava might be the right person to do that since yours is a little more complicated.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. Let's do it a three-way where I check Debbie finishes Marie's, and Marie checks me. How's that? We do a little three-way thing, so we're all getting some practice time in there. And I will be the one that will check Debbie's. Does that feel good for everybody?
Yeah,
Perfect.
works.
Okay, so Debbie, I'm just curious. I haven't heard about this process of reducing chakras down to 4. I'm just curious what that's about.
This was channeled information. My teacher, all of her training came from channeled information. And supposedly when humans first, according to this information, and it sounded like a good thing to do at the time, according to her, this information, when humans were first on Earth, they operated on 4 chakras. And the root chakra and the solar plexus was combined with, let me look at this.
Okay.
The sacral and solar plexus operated as one. And the heart chakra, of course, is the heart chakra. There wasn't a throat chakra because you spoke from the heart. And the third eye and the crown chakra operated as one and were located somewhere between them. And that's
interesting.
That's the interesting, and it was, and I don't, and that's all I know. So,
okay. All right. Well, very cool. So, Debbie, I'm going to ask that you, are you comfortable jumping in and finishing off Marie?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay. So, do you guys need to take a little bit of a break beforehand, or are you ready to dive in? Are you guys okay right now?
Ready to go.
Ready to go,
Okay, I'm
Debbie?
ready. I'm ready.
I'm going to sit back and let's put Debbie on spotlight and then.
Okay, where do you want me to start? With the solar plexus and open it?
No, let's have you start right with the root chakra.
Okay.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Marie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to talk out loud?
Yes, talk out loud if you would, so we can hear the process that's going on. But because you're a new person working with Marie's energy, can you start by just getting her permission? And then we'll go ahead. Yeah.
Do I have permission to check your chakras?
Yes, Debbie.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm checking the root chakra right now. I'm asking for the neutral. And now, is the root chakra open? I'm getting a yes, but it's a small yes. So we'll move to sacral, neutral, is sacral open? I'm getting a yes, but in the circle, I get a circle for a yes. And the circle is a little bit bigger than it was at the root chakra. Now, solar plexus. Is solar plexus open? I get a no, and it is a very, wow, it's a very big swing. Okay, we'll move to the heart chakra.
Well, let's put the citrine stone on her solar plexus chakra right now, and let's just let it start working its magic.
So now move to the heart chakra.
Mhm.
Okay. So neutral. Is the heart chakra open? Yes. And the swing is a little bit large. Okay. Now throat. Is the throat chakra open? I'm getting a no. A pretty strong swing. No. So should I put
Blue lace agate. The light blue. Yep.
is it?
Yes.
Wait a minute. All right. Now the third eye. Neutral. Is the third eye open? Yes. A strong swinging yes. And then for the crown, is the crown open? I get a no,
Okay.
pretty strong no. So I'll put a amethyst on it.
Yes. So now what you'll do is go back to the solar plexus and take the citrine off and then check it again and see if the citrine has worked its magic on Marie's solar plexus.
Okay, I'm removing the citrine. Okay, I'm over the solar plexus. I'm in neutral. And now, is the solar plexus open? Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. Wow, a big yes popped in my head before the pendulum started swinging.
Oh, my intuitive student here. That's wonderful. Okay.
Surprising. Okay, so let's go for the throat. All right, I'm in neutral. Is the throat chakra open? Yes. All right, now go to the crown. Neutral. Is the crown chakra open? Yes.
Beautiful. Good job.
Thank you, Debbie.
I'm going to remove the spotlight from Debbie right now. And I'd love to hear from both of you. Debbie, if you had anything that you experienced during that, like what you just said, the big yes popped into your head. And then Marie, I'd like to hear from you about if you were aware or sensing anything that was going on energetically in your body while Debbie was working on you. So Debbie, would you share if there's anything that you'd like to let us know about your experience with that?
It was really interesting. Once the stones were used, when I went to check them, the pendulum, like I said, for one of them, the yes just popped in my head before the pendulum moved. And the other two, the pendulum seemed to respond quicker than it did the first time through.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. And Marie, on your end, did you experience anything in terms of sensitivity?
Well, a couple things. So when Ava, you were explaining things, and we did the solar plexus, I actually put the yellow, what is it called, citrine on my paper, and I really thought that Debbie would find it open since I put it on my paper. So I found it interesting that that had no impact on what she was doing. So that was one thing. And then I think I understand why these three were closed, because some things I've been going through with work, and I just kind of focused on what next week is going to be like when I go back to work, and the things that I need to say and do and understand. So that's what I was doing when she went through the second time.
That's beautiful. And it is really a wonderful way to get some input into, or some insight into how we're showing up in the world when we start looking at the blockages we have in our own bodies and how that might be showing up in what's going on in our lives, and that we actually can impact the situations that we're experiencing in our lives by focusing on our energy and making sure that our energy centers are open and able to move forward with steps we may need to take. Like if you need to say something to a coworker or a boss or something next week that you've been really holding back, by spending time energizing your throat chakra this weekend, that will make it so much easier to move forward and be able to honor your truth and speak your truth wherever it needs to be spoken next week. So that was really insightful of you doing that, Marie. Good job. Okay, so now how about if I check Debbie's and then Marie, you check mine? Does that sound good?
Fine.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just put my paper back. Hang on one second. Silly me. Okay, got it. All right. So Debbie, do I have permission to check your chakras?
Yes.
All right, beautiful. Stuff here, there. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I'm very curious about this. So is Debbie's root chakra open? I am getting a yes. Go back to neutral, please. Is Debbie's sacral chakra open? I'm getting a no. Big no. I don't know if you can see it. I'll even show you like the size of the swinging that I'm getting. Okay, go back to neutral. Oh crap, I forgot my chakra stones. Hang on, coming. Well, okay, sacral. Here we go. The cornelian is there.
Could we try something?
Yep.
Could you take that off for a second?
Sure.
This came to me. Check the next one and see what you get. If it is closed, then the question is, those two have been combined.
Mm-hmm.
Ask if the two together are open. What do you think?
I'm going to take one part of that at a time. I'm going to do your solar plexus first. That's what you want, right? Solar
Right.
plexus first. Okay.
Right.
Is Debbie's, whoops, go back to neutral. Is Debbie's solar plexus chakra open? Getting a no.
Okay.
Okay, now what you want me to do?
Between the two, ask if the two together are open.
Okay. Are the two chakras, sacral and solar plexus? I feel like I'm
Together.
asking to,
Together.
are they, have they, am I asking if they've been merged together? Is that what you're wanting to know?
Right.
Okay.
Are they together and open?
Well, that's two questions. I can only
Oh,
ask one
okay,
at a
you can
time.
ask whether they're together, yes.
Okay. Are the sacral and solar plexus chakras together? No, it's saying no.
Okay, then go ahead and treat them both then with the stones.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now I'm moving to the heart chakra. Is Debbie's heart chakra open? Getting a yes. Pretty big yes. Okay. Now go to neutral. Is Debbie's throat chakra open? No. Okay, now this is one that you're saying is combined with another one?
No, that one was supposed to be completely closed.
That one has been closed. By choice, you closed your throat chakra?
Uh-huh. And that energy is supposed to have moved to the heart, but go ahead.
Okay. All right, moving to the third eye. Is Debbie's third eye chakra open? That's a big yes. Okay. And then to crown chakra. Is Debbie's crown chakra open? Getting a no. So we put an amethyst there. Okay. So now going back to sacral chakra. Is Debbie's sacral chakra open? Got a yes. To solar plexus. Is Debbie's solar plexus chakra open? Got a yes. To the throat is, let me get neutral. There we go. Is Debbie's throat chakra open? Yes. Okay. And to the crown chakra. Is Debbie's crown chakra open? And getting a yes there as well. Okay, interesting. Debbie, I would love to hear any feedback or comments you have about that experience just now.
When you put the amethyst on the crown chakra, I felt more relaxed. For some reason, I just felt more relaxed. The throat chakra, I've had a mild cold this past week, but what was interesting is when you went to check it after you'd put the stone on it, the tickle in my throat really started tickling, and I had to drink some water. So that was interesting. It was sort of a little bit. So I guess there's some activity there, and because of the cold, that's a response. But okay.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right. So does that feel complete, Debbie?
Yes.
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 Okay. So Marie, would you like to take the opportunity to check mine now?
Yes, do I have your permission to check your chakras?
Yes, you do.
All right, so I've got my paper here. I'm gonna get my elbows level. And I'm gonna start at the root. Let me get my elbow down and go into neutral. Is Ava's root chakra open? Wait a minute, I forgot which way, sorry, was yes and no, because it wasn't the same as yours. So I'm going to check my yes and no first.
Sure,
before I start.
perfect.
So let's just relax and start over. I'm going to do this not near the paper with my arm. Okay. So show me neutral. Show me yes. Show me yes. Okay. Show me neutral. Show me no. Show me no. Okay. All right. Let's start again. Ava, do I have your permission to check your chakras?
Yes, you do.
Okay, we'll start with the root and we'll start with neutral. Is Ava's root chakra open? Is Ava's root chakra open? No. Very strong yes. Now we'll move to the sacral chakra. Show me neutral. Is Ava's sacral chakra open? Is Ava's sacral chakra open? I got a no for that.
So do you know what to do with that now?
I take the, how do you pronounce the orange one?
Carnelian.
Carnelian, and place it, the stone on the sacral chakra. And now we'll move to the solar plexus. Show me neutral. Is Ava's solar plexus open? Yes. Now we'll move to heart. Show me neutral. Is Ava's heart chakra open? Is Ava's heart chakra open? Is Ava's heart chakra open? There we go. And that's a yes. Took a little while. All right, throat. Show me neutral. Is Ava's throat chakra open? Is Ava's throat chakra open? And that's a yes. Moving to the third eye. Show me neutral. Is Ava's third eye chakra open? Is Ava's third eye chakra open? And that's a yes. Moving to the crown. Show me neutral. Is Ava's crown chakra open? Is Ava's crown chakra open? And that is a no. So I will move the amethyst to the crown chakra. We'll give that a minute. And I will be going back and removing the carnelian from the sacral chakra, and I will check it again. Show me neutral. Is Ava's sacral chakra open? And that is a yes. I want to give the amethyst a little bit more time. All right, I'm ready. I'll remove the stone. Show me neutral. Is Ava's crown chakra open? And that is a yes.
Beautiful. Okay. So I'd like to share what I was experiencing while you were doing it. I could actually feel the energy of the stones on my sacral and crown chakras. Well, as they were working on those, I could feel the energy of them. But when you were checking my third eye chakra, I was feeling like this warm, warm, warm kind of sensation over my third eye while you were checking that one. So I was kind of having fun just going chakra by chakra with you and just kind of tuning into what I was feeling energetically in my own body. And those three chakras were very noticeable for me to be sensing an impact on them. So that was fun. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Did you experiencing anything other than what you were sharing with us, through speaking about it?
The solar plexus, that was the one that, no, the sacral, right? That's the one
Yes.
that we were, yes. It's interesting. No, that one was a definite close. We got to the heart. That was the one I wanted to tell you about, because it started moving in a closed direction, then it stopped, and then it started moving in an open direction.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Huh. Okay. So do you feel complete with that, Marie?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is something that I think is so important for all of us to use as one of the tools in our spirit camp toolbox, because this is something that you can work on with people in your home, or you guys, I know Marie doesn't has somebody else in her house. Debbie, do you have people in your house too? Like, you don't live alone, do you?
You're muted.
My husband, yes.
Okay. All right. So this is something that you can use within your household to help people. There's a partnership that can take place here, where people in the home can help support each other energetically by checking each other's chakras. And if you have somebody in your house who is not necessarily into checking your chakras, you can check your own. I do mine all the time. And I don't even have to use the chakra thing. When I'm using checking my own chakras, I'll just hold my pendulum up in front of me and just say, is my root chakra open? And I'm working with myself, so I'm talking to my higher wisdom about me. So I will be getting accurate yes, no answers and be able to work accordingly on myself. So when you are aware that one of your chakras are blocked, you can certainly put your root chakra, your root chakra, your chakra stone on that particular chakra. Just lay down for 2 minutes and lay that chakra stone on your chakra. Or you could even do a little self massage here with massaging whatever chakra is closed. But then also you can do other things too. So let's talk about other ways that you can impact your chakras, especially if you're going out into the world to do something, and you feel like you want to give yourself some extra support. So what I want to tell you, when I do this particular little segment with kids at Spirit Camp, we do this at lunch, and we have all kinds of little games that we play with each other, starting with the food that we eat. So I asked the kids who brought a banana to lunch today, and somebody will raise their hand, and then it becomes, well, what chakra are you supporting when you're eating that banana? And then that's when our little game starts, because the foods we eat impact the chakras. And after lunch, we're going to go into a little bit more detail about that. But if you just look at the colors of the foods that you're eating, you will have a very good indication as to what chakras you're supporting with the foods that you're eating. And I'm sure you've probably heard the saying that in order to have a healthy diet, we need to eat a rainbow of food. You need to be having a rainbow of colors in the food that we're eating. And that is a direct reflection onto the importance of supporting our chakras through the foods that we eat. So as you're eating your lunch, when we're on our lunch break today, just pay attention to the types of the colors of the foods that you're eating. And we can actually touch base on that a little bit when we come back from our break, because it's a really good way for you to holistically support yourself when you're doing something hard at work, or something like showing up in a way, like if you needed to give a speech at work tomorrow, you could wear something red to be really rooted and feel secure and connected to being grounded and in that earth's energy. But you could also have something light blue on to activate your throat chakra. Or if you woke up with a sore throat in the morning, you surely could put the blue lace agate or the blue quartz, whichever stone you have in your bag, on your throat chakra and just lay there for a few minutes. But you could also start looking for blueberries. Put blueberries in your breakfast in the morning. Or same thing when it comes to, let's see, heart chakra. You want to just really, you're having a conflict with somebody and you really want to focus on opening up your heart and being open to forgiveness or open to compassion. Those leafy green vegetables and broccolis and those kind of green vegetables would really be supporting the energy in your heart chakra. So we have an opportunity to expand how we support our chakras much farther than just doing this exercise that we just did in class. And there's, let me see, we talked about the colors of the clothing that you wear. Oh, and if you feel like you need to get grounded and one of your issues is that you're up here in your head too much and you need to get your energy down into your body, you go buy yourself a pair of red shoes. Red shoes are so powerful for helping people ground their energy back down into their bodies and connecting to Earth's energy. If you are somebody that lives in the spiritual realms and you have a hard time, or in the intellectual realms, and you have a hard time bringing your energy down into your body and into your heart center, those red shoes are a really good tool for you to have. The other thing is, look at the colors in your home. If you are lacking any of these colors of the rainbow in your home, look at what chakra is not being supported in your home, because we all could look at the colors of these chakras as ways to support ourselves in our homes by utilizing those colors in different places. So for instance, I in my office here, I didn't have any of the color red. And, you know, I don't really think red fits in this space. But what I did is I took a Tibetan prayer chant that is on like a piece of silk with lots of embroidery on it and stuff. And I have that like on the inside of my closet. My closet door is open a lot because, as you saw in this little segment, I'm going back and forth getting my supplies out of the closet a lot when I'm teaching. So although it's not wide open in the space, it's on the back side of my door, which is open most of the time. So I've got red in here, but I also have every other color of the rainbow surrounding me in this room. So that's something for you guys to start putting some thought into as well, especially if you know you have one chakra that needs more support than any of the others. Bring that color into your living space so you can start activating that energy within your own body. Any questions about any of that?
No.
No. Debbie, are you feeling complete with that?
I feel complete, yes.
Okay, so let's take a break and we'll come back after lunch. Do you have this Zoom room recorded for you guys? 218-610-699 something. Do you need me to put it in the chat?
I still have the email.
Okay,
Yeah.
Are you still all set with the email, Debbie?
Yes.
Okay.
Fine with the email.
Awesome. I'll see you in an hour. Oh, do you guys have your metal coat hangers to come back with?
Yeah.
Wire cut? What?
Should we just still have them as a coat hanger for right now? We'll do the work when we come back.
I didn't hear your question. I'm sorry.
Okay, so can you remind me of the materials we need when we come
For this
back?
afternoon. Okay. Metal coat hanger with wire cutter and needle nose plier, plastic straw, or 2 plastic straws, and your aura coloring page and I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All set?
All set.
All right. Have a nice lunch and feed all those chakras. All right.
Okay,
See you in a little bit.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.